So what is hosting? If you've been building website, we've been learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap for a while. So I'll just talk about what hosting is. So hosting, the activity of business of providing storage space for website. So hosting is simply providing storage space for websites online. Okay, just like you have system storage on your local device, just like you have storage on your phone, they also have storage online, for websites. So that's what hosting is all about. So what are the types of hosting? So we have different types of hosting. We have free hosting. Some companies provide free hosting, and we have paid hosting. Some companies also provide paid hosting. So free hosting and paid hosting have a significant differences. Okay, so I would also be talking about those differences in this course or in this video. What is a domain name? Okay, so a domain name in simple terms is the name of a website. Okay, so you go to facebook.com, www.twitter.com, or indiogenius.com, or any other website. Okay, so that name that you use to access the website is known as the domain name. Okay, it's very important to have a very good domain name. If a domain name is too long, it's not a good practice. If a domain name is too short, I think that is also very good. So stick to maybe 2 word domain, 3 word domain maximum to have maximum conversions on your website. What is needed to host a website? So first of all, you need a domain name. I've already explained what domain name is. Domain name is simply the name of the website. You also need a web hosting. Okay, so both of them is needed to put your website online, and you can get them whether free or paid. Okay, so you can host a website for free. I'm going to be going into some hosting companies, domain registrar. You can host your website at no cost. So I'll also be going into the advantages and disadvantages of using free hosting and the advantages of using paid hosting. So we also have domain extension. Okay, so most website you might visit would have an extension of .com. Okay, so extension is what is after the domain name. Okay, so take example, if you have www.sample.com, that .com is the extension. Okay, so that .com or .org have significant meanings. Okay, for the hosting for the website, the type of website, and the meaning of the extension. So we have different type of extensions. I've just listed out a few here. I think about 7 extensions here, but we have different type of extensions. Okay, for different countries and for different purposes. But these are a few that is going to be very significant in your development journey. Okay, so the first one is .com. Okay, this is obviously the most common type of domain extension. Okay, you can see here .com. I've just used the name of this agency here, my agency, lvgtechservices.com. Okay, so .com is simply for companies or commercial business. Okay, for companies or commercial business. Okay, for companies of commercial business located anywhere around the world. Okay, so we have .com.ng. This is for companies or commercial business located in Nigeria. Okay, we have an example here, www.trade.com.ng. okay, so that difference .com and .ng. Okay, so .net is for internet service providers or networking websites. Okay, we have an example here, or sorry, I made a mistake here. This is supposed to be .net, www.attach.net. Okay, .edu, this is for academic organizations and institutions. Okay, like the schools, secondary schools, universities, institutions, high schools, artisan institutions, and the rest of them. I have an example here, www.harvard.edu. Okay, going over this again, this is supposed to be .net. Okay, so you can simply ignore .io. Okay, so we have .gov. This is for what? Government entities. Okay, either a Nigerian government, Canadian government, UK government. Most government agencies would always have .gov. Okay, they can have their local extensions, like in the .us. You can have va.gov.us, va.gov.co.uk, or the rest of the government extension. But generally, government entities, government websites usually used to have the .gov. .org is for non-profit organizations. Okay, so if you set up a company that is not meant for profit, okay, like churches or like NGOs, you simply use .org. So we have www.dlcfamily.org. This is just an example of a church project I built some time ago, and I've just decided to use it here. Okay, there can be any church project actually, but this is just an example. So .uk is for companies in the UK, and .us is for companies in the US. Okay, so these are companies located in the United Kingdom and United States respectively. I've given an example here. Total.uk and total yap.us. Okay, so there's also an extension .co.uk, okay, for companies located in the UK. So these are just a few of the thousands of extensions out there. Normally most countries have their extensions. This is an example of Nigeria. So we have company extension. This is an example of so most countries have countries extension like this for the UK and this for the US. So most countries have their extension as provided by internet service. So where to buy domain and hosting? So these are a few of domain registrars and hosting companies I've listed here. Normally a registrar is where you buy your domain name, and a hosting company is where you buy your hosting storage space, hosting for website online. Most companies provide the both of them, but not all. Okay, but these are companies you can get both domain and hosting. Okay, so you can, for free hosting, you can go to profreehost.com, infinityfree.com, versal.com. Okay, so if you don't have much money, you can start from here, know how to host your website, and simply just see how it works. So we also have paid hosting. We have www.godaddy.com, www.namecheap.com, www.hostgator.com. So these are not all. These are the three paid and three free I've just picked. Okay, these are all most of the web hosting I've used for a while. So now there's always a format you upload your website to the server. Okay, I've already talked about this on the first lesson, how to talk about server and all that. I won't be going back to that again, but these are a simple format. Okay, you can put your folder structure in the file manager. Okay, so you put it in the CSS files, CSS files, put them in a folder, name them CSS. The JS, you put them in a folder, name them JS. The images folder, you can put them here in images folder. The data, these are contain the downloadable files, like downloadable images, downloadable music, downloadable video. Then the fonts, these are a ways to put all the Google font and all other fonts. Okay, so index.html, now this is very, very important. You don't put this in any folder. Okay, this to be kept outside all the folders. Okay, so this to be kept outside all the folders. So this is normally the home page of your website. Okay, this must not be put in any folder. This is normally the home page of your website. Okay, so you can arrange it in any structure you like, but this is just normally how it's done in the basic ways to arrange it. So they can have other folder structure, but whatever structure you have, just don't put this index.html in any folder. Okay, so it's very, very important. So other useful resources for web hosting. So you can host your website with Netlify, you can host it in GitHub pages, and I'm going to also be talking about the cPanel. Okay, so we're going to be signing up for a free hosting and a free domain, and I'll be talking about the cPanel and how to go into various parts of the cPanel. Okay, I've just chosen one of the free hosting to give it a quick practice for you guys. So if you don't have much money, you can go to infinityfree.com. This is just one of them. You can also go to ProFreeHost. profreehost.com. Okay, so you can see register for live 100 at $0, but I'm just going to be using this one. Okay, so you go to the register page and you sign up. You put your okay. I've just created an account on infinityfree.com, and you can create um, a maximum of 3 domain names. Okay, 3 domain names in an account. Okay, so I've just created one of my emails here, and I'll just going to be creating one domain name. Okay, here, so to create a domain name, you simply click here, create account. Okay, so you have other options here, but you choose the first one, which is completely free. I'll create, and I'll just choose let me just choose LVG Tech videos. Let me just use LVG Tech. Now in the free domain hosting, free domain and free hosting companies, they don't offer basically .com. They offer their own kind of extensions here, so I'll just be using this one. I think it's very easy to reach. Okay, so LVG Tech, and you have to check the availability. So it's available, so we can simply create our domain name here and have our hosting. Okay, so our domain name has been created. Okay, our domain name has been created, and our hosting company, our hosting is also active. So I can click finish, and I can simply click control panel. Okay, so I click approve. So this is what we know as the control panel, okay, or what we know as the C panel. Okay, this is what controls majority of what you have on a website, like the file manager, like we have here, like creation of emails, like creation of database. This is my PHP admin. Some others have where you can host other content management systems like WordPress, Joomla, and the rest of them. Okay, so now I talked about the file manager, okay, and the folder structure. So what you simply do here is you simply go to the file manager if you want to upload a file. Okay, and you click on the file manager, and you can see there's a specific instructions here: do not upload files here. Now before we upload anything, I want us to take a look on how our website looks like. Okay, so this is our website name here. So I'll just open a new tab, and I'll click it. So currently this is what our website looks like. Okay, by default this is what the hosting company has put as the placeholder file or placeholder website. So we can even modify this to show you that the website is live. Okay, so lvgtech.rf.gd. So we can modify this. We can go to the hdocs, and this is what they have put here. I can click edit, and I can simply edit it on the website here. I can click here, I can say welcome to LVG Tech sample website. Okay, and I click on save. I click on save. Load permissions denied. Okay, so I'll simply just delete this. I don't know why it's not. I'll simply delete this, but before that let's get our folder ready. So I've just prepared a folder here. if we go to the home, I've prepared a folder. What did I call this? On the desktop, I call this CSS project. Now, uploading a website to the server would require us. I just prefer to compress this into to archive. I prefer to compress this into a zip file so that we'll just upload it once, okay, and extract it on the server. Okay, so I will simply click here, or I can simply drag and drop what we have into here. Can simply just upload. Okay, so after uploading, I would extract. Okay. Okay, guys, I've extracted our folder, and you can see how much. Okay, I've arranged it here in our sample folder. This is our assets folder, CSS folder, JS folder, pages, also our index.html. I think you can actually do away with this. Oh, sorry. So we'll go ahead and open our website. You can see our website is live. We click on everything. We click on about. We go into about us. We click on projects. It goes to our project. Click on contact us. Okay, so this is just a one-page website we built in one of our live classes. I think this is our CSS project. Okay, so guys, our website is live, and that's how to host a website. I've taught you guys the process. We have going and creating either a free or a paid domain name and linking it up to a web hosting. Okay, so you can actually get the domain from another company and the hosting from another company, and point the domain name servers known as the DNS. But just if you're starting off, going into one company and make the purchase of both of them. So if you don't have much funds, this website here is one of the ways you can learn how to host websites online, and you can use this to mess around and put your website online and see how it goes. So you can get at least 3 domain names here. This is just one of the 3 we have had. You can host multiple websites, see how it goes. Okay, so don't forget to go into the cPanel, and don't forget to have this certain folder structure. It will help in case you want to edit, or in case you want to modify anything. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's how to host your website online. Maybe in the next coming videos I'll show you how to do the paid one, but for now this is just the free one. Okay, another thing I want to tell you, there's a difference. Earlier on I made mention. I'm going to state the difference between the free hosting and the paid hosting. Okay, so now the free hosting, it's very limited in terms of capabilities. Okay, so take example, if I wanted to host a node project, I don't think there's a way to host a node project here in the free hosting, and I'm also capped at 5 gigabyte here, or 5 gigabyte here. Okay, so anything above 5 gigabyte, my website will not be able to be very much functional. Okay, so in the paid hosting, they even have some hosting capabilities of unlimited, some are close to 100 gig, some close to 500, 30, 40, 20. Okay, so that's it for the free hosting. Now the free hosting support to the company in case your website is down, or in case your website is having some downtime, is also very limited. Support can be slow, Support can also be not available, but since it's free, just start from there and see how it goes. So the advantages is that of course it is free. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to pay any money, and you can also use it for several purposes. Okay, if you're starting up, you can use it for several purposes. Now, the advantages of having a paid hosting is that it is faster. It's relatively faster than the free hosting, and also you can have much capabilities like the support. You can host node projects. You can do a lot of stuff. Okay, so we won't get into back end. I'll be teaching you guys how to get use the my PHP admin, or maybe we're teaching WordPress and the FTP, and the rest of them. Okay, so the paid hosting will have much capabilities, okay, than the free hosting. Okay, so that's just it. So that's it, guys, for uh, the hosting, how to host a website. You can see here, like I mentioned, our website is live. So you can host your website if you have any project. You can host it and start from there, and see how it goes. So thank you, and see you in the next video.